Last summer, I participated in a few programs. I participated in the Salish Sea Sciences Field and Lab Science Research Program, and I wrote a research paper on ocean energy with Alta Sea. The month-long Salish Sea Sciences Field and Lab Science program usually takes place on San Juan Island in the Puget Sound between Washington State and Vancouver Island. This past summer, I participated virtually. The program was so much fun, and I was able to learn so much. Not only did I meet and bond with the other students in the program, but we all got the chance to speak to and hear from prominent researchers in the field, including Dr. Daniel Pauly, a celebrity in fisheries sciences, and Paul Watson, the founder of Sea Shepherd. While talking to some of the more local meaning Washington-based scientists during the program, and then scientists near us in California later on, I quickly realized that the marine science world is actually smaller than you think, and everyone seems to know everyone. It just kind of reinforced the idea that networking is everything. You want to be the person that when someone mentions your name in a conversation, people are like, oh yeah, I love working with them. The main goal of the program is to expose participants to all different types of work and pathways within marine science. It's to help them really get a feel for what they want to do or what they might be interested in. In between talks with speakers, the science directors would teach about techniques, skills, equipment, and computer programs typically used in field and lab research. At the end of the program, we took all of the skills we learned throughout to conduct our own research projects near us. On the second to last day, we presented to everybody who has spoken to us throughout the program and our family and friends. For my final project, I studied how the abundance of crabs, predator, and snails, prey, affected the abundance of sea anemones at the Cabrillo Beach tide pools. I found that in all three rows there were a large number of snails, a small number of crabs, and a large number of sea anemones. This increase in prey and decrease in predator creates an ideal environment for the sea anemones. The summer before I participated in the Salish program, I spent hours researching summer programs. My advice for someone looking to get involved in a program like this is to first just do some general research on what kind of programs exist. Then narrow down what you want in terms of what kind of program you want, the length of the program, do you want to go away somewhere, price range, and things like that. Once you've decided, do some more targeted searches. And once you've chosen a few programs, reach out to ask some questions and see if it's really what you want. This will also help you make a good first impression with the program because it demonstrates your commitment. Once you've decided, apply. Over the summer, I also participated in Alta Sea's Summer Volunteer Research Paper Program. My paper was kind of two papers in one. The first half discussed climate change and the negative effects of fossil fuels, all while relating it back to renewable energy. The second half discussed my proposed energy solutions. Some chose to write their papers on one solution that solved one problem, but I felt that there are plenty of solutions. The problem is finding one that solves a majority, if not all, of the problems. As the world tries to shift to renewable energy, it's becoming clear that the ocean will be a vital component of the solutions. My paper educates the reader on the impacts of climate change, outlines 3 possible ocean-based energy solutions that the world can use in place of fossil fuels, and describes why these energy sources are necessary due to the impending climate crisis and global demand for energy. First, the environmental, financial, health, and humanitarian impacts of climate change are presented. 3 potential solutions to aid in the battle against climate change are then discussed, including the sea carpet, a floating platform hybrid, and algae biofuel. These innovations demonstrate that a world powered by renewable energy is possible due to the resources' accessibility, affordability, and reliability. This analysis provides evidence that action must be taken in order to save the planet. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, 89% of global CO2 emissions came from the fossil fuels industry in 2018. Finding renewable energy sources that are reliable, independent of weather conditions, and have little to no effect on the climate and the surrounding environment is difficult due to money, time, and resource constraints. But the inventive solutions presented in my paper are innovations to existing natural energy sources that aim to revert the damage that has been inflicted upon the Earth's climate. At the heart of each solution explored in my analysis is the ocean. To read my paper and others' papers on a variety of topics from ocean energy to aquaculture, feel free to visit Alta Sea's website. Thank you for listening.